Welcome to Classroom Management for Women. We hope that you will take all the information you hear in this video and apply it to your classrooms.
Shopaka training policy is that we are firm, fair, and consistent with all students. This means that we cannot break classroom or grading policy. It creates student complaints and undermines coworkers. All students are required to follow rules and need to be held accountable for their actions. There are no exceptions to the rules. If students disagree with a policy, they can speak with Iman in Building 62, Room 3004. Classroom rules should be discussed on the first day of class. It is a good idea to explain the reason for rules and that they will apply to all students at all times. Many teachers post the classroom rules or have students sign a copy so that there is no confusion. If a student is unhappy about a rule and your unwillingness to make an exception or even starts to cry, send them to Iman. Do not waste class time arguing with students over rules. Here are the rules teachers need to cover on the first day. Please use Arabic as a last resort. Otherwise, students will be dependent on a classroom translator. It's a good idea to ask your students if they have any medical issues. It is not unusual for girls to faint or have diabetic episodes during class time. Knowing who has issues can help you deal with the emergency. Students may speak with Iman in Arabic if they are uncomfortable talking to you about this. She will tell you if they need special accommodation. Remember to never leave your class during class time. If there is a problem, send a student to find security staff. University is very different from most students' high school experience. They often feel overwhelmed by the changes and will sometimes cry. We can alleviate some of this stress by creating and sticking to a weekly routine. Within the routine, you can always give your students choices of preference, such as, do you want to start with listening or vocabulary this morning? You will do both, but giving them a choice of where to start goes a long way with students. The second students aren't active in class, they start to speak in Arabic or daydream. Make sure your class is always active and working during class time. You can achieve this by actively monitoring your students during activities to keep them on track. Your board should be prepped and ready before class starts. New and additional board work should be done while students are working on a task. Nothing makes students lose focus, like waiting for students to write sentences on the board. We use participation points to control students' attendance and behavior in class. We have no control over attendance points, as these are dictated by the university and cannot be changed. Warn students before taking points for the first week. You will probably have to explain that all homework questions must be completed and 95% finished will not get points. You will also have to enforce the English-only rule in class. After the first week, you should take points for not following the rules. Calling students out and embarrassing them is usually not effective for women. They tend to shut down and stop participating in class, often for the rest of the quarter. When checking homework, simply point to unanswered questions so students know they lost marks. Warn students that you heard Arabic and take points if you hear it again. Do not threaten students with loss of points and not follow through. Students will take advantage of this, and your classroom will descend in chaos. Students are not your friends. You are not allowed to have contact with them on social media. If your social media accounts are public, you should make them private. Students are very good at online stalking and will pass around photos they find of you. While you may share some personal information or stories, you should limit this. Something as simple as mentioning a date or a party can instantly start rumors about your morals. We are not here to teach culture, just the English language. Like sharks, students can smell fear. They will take advantage of your uncertainty, and this could lead to disrespectful behavior. They also put a lot of focus on personal appearance. Teachers who dress well, look put together, and act confidently have the fewest student behavioral issues. If you're having trouble with a specific student in your class or need some more ideas for dealing with difficult situations, ask your team leader for help. We have all dealt with this in the past and can suggest some strategies to try.
Thanks for watching. We hope this video was useful.